Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dimer here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over what race you should go in Peroxide. Now, there is stipulations to each and every one, but I'm going to go over them right now in this video. But before I get into the video, just make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you enjoy the content, go check out my other Peroxide content on the channel. Now, I would say if you want the most fun progression out of all the races, and you just want to have a good time and just chill out and just relax and grind, I would say the most fun is definitely Quincy. A lot of people might have different opinions, but I just think that Quincy is the most fun out of all of them. It was definitely the most fun to progress. It was very simple, and that was it. It was just super simple compared to the other ones. You didn't have to do all this extra stuff, and right after you get Volt Standing and everything, you just get your cybernetics from a drop, and that's it. It's just simple as that. It's not very complicated, and you can just go out about that. It's a very simple class other than the other two. And it's very easy to progress. Now, obviously, you can go Quincy card, but I'm not going to count that as a Quincy because technically you really progress a hollow first. So that's what I would say to that. Now, if you really want a very strong, and in my opinion, the strongest race in the game, you should definitely go ahead and pick Soul Reaper. But I would say that the grind is very long and very tedious if you end up going for Visored, or if you end up going for Vastal Rage. That is the only reason I would say it's definitely not the most fun out of the three, because it's just a very tedious grind compared to the other two. A lot of people might say, Dimer, hollow grinding is very tedious. What are you talking about? Well, the fact that all of it is RNG based for Soul Reaper really is you have to go for drop chances, and you just have to grind. It takes hours and hours. It could be a very stressful grind other than the other two, which are kind of straight to the point. And it's kind of like, you know, it can get very frustrating if you're a very unlucky person. Now, you can max out the build and not go for Vastal Rage and not go for Visored. But in my opinion, Soul Reaper is kind of weak if you compare it to the other two races without those things. So I would definitely go ahead and try to get those. But obviously, you get the damage nerf if you get for Visored. But in my opinion, I think it's worth it. And yeah, having 3 modes might be like really broken. So I would definitely try to go for that if you go for Soul Reaper. But if you want a very long, tedious grind, but you run a really strong race, I would definitely go ahead and try the Soul Reaper grind out, and that might be suiting for you. Now, if you want to make sure both, you want to have a strong race, and you want to just like go through the very long process of grinding, I would personally say that you should go for Hollow. But in my opinion, you might still like Quincy better. But if you like the long process of being a Hollow, or if you like having the drip of a Hollow, and you just like having a very long progression in general, you should definitely go ahead and pick up Hollow. And it has a really cool awakening too, in my opinion. I feel like they kind of fumbled the Quincy awakening a little bit. That's just my opinion. I think they really did a really good job with the Hollows versus the Quincy's, and you get your own realm and stuff like that, which is kind of cool, you know, as well as a Soul Reaper. But Quincy's you just get like your watch, so that's cool. Yeah, and I would definitely say the Hollows have the most drip in the whole game. That's just something just to throw it out there. But overall, all 3 races are really good. And are pretty even in terms of, you know, like balancing. Obviously, there's some busted stuff in the game, but if I had to describe each and every race in just simple terms, how it would go is the most fun progression is Quincy, the strongest but longest progression is Soul Reaper, and then the mixture of both would be a hollow progression. Now, that is just a simple, clean cut, the way to describe it. And with that being said, that is the end of the video. Hopefully, my information did help you out on what race you are going to pick. And if it did, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and check out the video on your screen right now to watch more Peroxide content. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys later, and peace out.